Hi and welcome to your session. I'm super excited to introduce this beginner power yoga flow to you. I have curated a series of 8 flows, especially if you're a beginner or if you already have an existing fitness routine. After this session, you will feel left energized, light, and slightly challenged, which is why I'm here for you. Now leave your judgmental self out, roll out your mat, and let's move with love. Hi and welcome to session 2 of your beginner power yoga sequence. I hope you did session 1, but even if you haven't, that's okay. I'm right here to guide you through everything, and if you really like this session, you should definitely go do part 1. That one was more of leg strengthening and getting into power yoga, but this one is more for hip opening and lower back. So if you have a stiff back for whatever reason, if you're sitting for long hours or you're working out like me and you have that stiff back and hips, oh, this one really helps. But why do we do this vinyasa that we call in between? It really gets that heat going and we are in a flow. So we never break the sequence at all. And we only stop in the main asana for a few counts, which I'll be talking you through. And yeah, then today is the hip opening session. So before we start, we will start with a small centering practice. So I hope you've already rolled out your mats like I have told you to, and you're seated in a comfortable position of your choice. If you are doing this asana or your sequence because your hips are tight, you will find it difficult to cross your legs and sit. So please have your feet one in front of each other, have your knees apart. If you want to grab a bolster, if this is difficult as well, keep it under your hips so you have your spine elongated and your hips are more relaxed. And or if you really cannot sit down, that's also okay. Just grab something where you can be seated on a chair and then come back to your mat. Now, sitting in any position of your choice, you can have your hands on your knees, palms facing downward, and gently close your eyes if you haven't already. Today, I just want you to focus on your belly for breathing as we center ourselves here. Just notice or take your attention towards the belly. I don't want you deep breathing right now. I don't want you taking long inhalations or exhalations. Just notice if the belly is moving in and out as you normally breathe. If it's going inside as you inhale or inside as you exhale. It could be either. And I want you to now imagine a balloon. How does a balloon look when air is filled into it? It kind of expands and bloats up, right? And when the air comes all out, it completely deflates. This is exactly what we're going to do with your belly today. And if you haven't practiced belly breathing, please join me with your hands on your belly around your navel. And I want you to now take a deep breath in. So really inhale and think of your stomach as the balloon we just imagined and bloat it up with air. And as you exhale, draw that navel in towards the spine, all the way in, deflating your belly. Inhale, fill that balloon up. And exhaling, draw that navel in. This is really good to allow that stiffness to release just with your breath. So inhale, really breathe into your belly and notice it moving through the hips. And as you exhale, allow the navel to draw towards the spine and the lower back. Join me for a few more breaths here as you inhale and expanding your belly. With the exhalation, draw that navel in. Inhale, expand a little more than you did before. And exhaling and draw that in. One last time, inhale, expand it. Take your time to gradually expand the belly. With the exhalation, try to draw it in and don't rush through the exhalation. Try to keep it controlled and relax the breath. And allow your belly to normalize. You can have your hands on your knees or your thighs and exhaling, getting your chin towards your chest. And slowly blink open your eyes and look back up. Let's start with our warm-up. I just want you to have your feet hip distance apart. You can keep your knees slightly bent, softly bent, and support yourself with your hands behind. Keep your spine up, and I want you to drop both your knees down. Inhaling up, exhaling to the other side. Inhale and up, exhaling down. If you align it with your breath, you're exhaling, dropping your knees down. And if you inhale, come back up, exhaling to the other side. Pressing into your palms to make sure you're keeping the spine erect as you practice with me. We do it one last time. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale, knees up, exhaling down. Now wherever you are, inhale, come back to center. Just if you travel forward, come back to your position and exhale, dropping the knees to the right side. I want you to take the right foot. Listen to me carefully. Take that right foot and place it on the left knee. So you're dropping both the knees to the right foot on the left knee. Feel that hip open there. This looks really simple, but you and I both know that your hip is opening up. And it's a great warm-up for what we're going to start now. Another deep breath in. Using that belly breath we just did. Exhale. Release and the other side. Inhaling up, exhaling down towards the left. The left foot on your right knee. Press into the palms and really open up, allowing the hip to open. Staying there for a few breaths. Very good. One last breath as you inhale into your belly. And as you exhale, release. Release your foot. Now, what is a vinyasa? Like I told you that I'll be explaining it like how I did it in the last session. So this is just a clip of how you will actually do your vinyasa. There are going to be 3 different options like I have mentioned. We're going to do power yoga like I told you. But in power yoga, we have something called vinyasa movement. Now, vinyasa could be anything, but primarily vinyasa is a combination of 2 to 3 asanas that we use in between the main asana sequence. This could be a little confusing right now, but as I explain, it becomes really easy. Depending on where you are at with your practice, you can choose either of the 3 options. So option number 1 is for those of you who are completely new to fitness in general. So you will be doing this. Just practice this with me if you want and see where your body is at today. You'll place your palms down. We all always start in a plank position. Now from here, if you are choosing the first option, you'll be dropping the knees down and you will just melt down into the mat. Yes, from here, you'll come up and slightly raise the chest up. Not too much pressure, just raising the chest up slightly into what we call the Bhujangasana. And then you tuck the toes in and raise up to your mountain posture. Yes? Now, moving on to option number 2. You keep your palms down, you have your plank position. The first 2 steps are similar. From plank, you drop the knees down. What is different is you drop the chest but hover it off the mat. From here, you inhale and come up. Now don't get your shoulders close to your ear. Make sure you're pressing them away. Elbows are slightly bent, you look up. This requires slight of an arm strength. And you can tuck your toes in, and get your hands to press into the mat and your hips to the ceiling. And release. Now those are the 2 options that I generally see people taking. If you're already an advanced person or if you're someone who has a fitness routine and has good strong arms, you can go for the 3rd option. This is completely your choice. We will work up to this though, and definitely at some point you'll be able to do it with me. So you come to your plank. Now inhale, and as you exhale, you drop down without dropping your knees down. Then you come up to what we call an Urdhva Mukha Asana with the knees up or down wherever you're at. Tuck the toes in and take it up to your mountain posture. Feel free to choose either of these three options in the practice that we're going to do right now. Again, we'll have our main asanas that we'll stay in and this vinyasa to flow between. So we do the right, we flow in the vinyasa, then we do the left. Then we add another asana, then we do the same thing over and over again. So let's start off in our Parvatasana. Keep your palms shoulder distance apart and your fingers wide apart. Tuck your toes and raise the hips up. Now, if you're someone who's doing a Parvatasana for the first time or you really don't know how to get into a Parvatasana and you're leaning more forward, I want you to really press into the palms, roll the shoulders away from the ears and press, imagine your chest moving towards your thighs. Yes, take a deep breath in here, belly breathing throughout this session. Exhaling, draw the navel in. Release the belly and start to walk your heels up and down, really opening up the hips here before we start our power yoga sequence. Awesome. Just dropping one heel and then alternate with the other. Very good. Two more here as you just open out those hips and release the heels down. Now I want you to, we'll start off, so I want you to bend that right knee and take it up. So you're bending the right knee and drawing that knee all the way up. See where you can draw, try not to open the hip for now. Just keep the knee bent and take it up. Holding it here for 3, 2, and 1, release. I want you to practice the same thing on the on the left side, sorry. Left knee bent and take it all the way up. As much as you can. Right now we're not opening the hips. We'll move to that a little later. Just take it up. Square the hips. Right and left hip down. Holding it there and relax. Ooh. I really felt it not only in my hips but also in my lower back. I hope you felt that too. Relax as you just release your wrist if you need a break. We're going to do a lot more of that, so you should be really ready. And join me back in the Parvatasana. Here, exhale and go back up. Inhale, bend that knee and take it all the way up. This time, opening up the hips to the side. I want you to start drawing circles with your bent knee. So, really opening it up. We're going to do a few of these too. This feels really great, especially if you've done this while standing, this exercise. This one in Parvatasana really hits. 3, and I want you to reverse this movement. So exhale, get your knee inward and start to open it outward. And if you've done this movement, just do the other side. Very good. Trying to open up the hip as much as you can. Awesome. 2. Last one. Awesome. Drop the leg down. If you're doing the first variation, then drop the knees down like I am. If not, choose the vinyasa of your choice. Lie down. Come back to your bhujangasana. Inhale. And exhale to your Parvatasana. Let's move to the left side. Taking that knee all the way up and starting to open. Really opening those hips up with those circles. So I'm doing inside to outside first. Yes. One more here. Take your time to open it up. I know it's already strenuous on your shoulder. Reverse the movement. But you're going to feel great after this. Awesome. Get the knee closer as you're opening. Take it farther away. Last one. Drop your leg down. Keep your feet slightly apart. Come back to a plank. Drop your knees down. I'm doing the first variation where I lie down. Exhale. Inhaling here, come up. And tuck the toes and lift the hips up into Parvatasana. I'm going to add the second asana here. If you want to break, do that. Pause and come back. But I would suggest really build that heat up for now. Take the knee up. Just open the hip.
Get the knee forward. If you're a beginner, you'll take 2 steps. One, you can also support yourself and come forward to a low lunge. So you're coming here to your low lunge and really opening it up. If you have a knee issue, you go ahead and bend that yoga mat under the knee here. And if you feel like you're not able to collapse down, one hand is up, that's okay. Come slightly up and really open the chest here. Use that belly breathing to really sink in. Don't stay up, because if you're in a 90-degree, you won't feel the belly or the hips open or the back. If you're not able to stay here, you feel really congested, you can always come up and go down. So really try to sink with each exhalation. I'm going to stay with my hands down as I inhale. And with that exhalation, really pushing my thigh towards the mat. This is called your low lunge or the Anjaneya asana. Try not to collapse down. Try to lift the chest upward. We stay for one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Both the palms down. Moving through your vinyasa. Going to your plank. I'm going to take the first option again. Knee down. And just collapse as you exhale. Inhale to your bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Awesome. Take your left knee, take it all the way up. Open that hip and then move to your low lunge. 1 or 2 steps, like your choice. Landing up in your low lunge with your hands here or on your waist. See what works for you. Balance yourself. Take your time. I'm going to hold here. Using that belly breathing to really sink down into my asana. So if you're somewhere here, you won't really feel it open up, but as you exhale and try to push forward, and also make sure this is not happening, yeah? The ankle and the knee is not crossing the ankle. The knee is right above, stacked above my ankle, and as I exhale, I really sink in. Trying to raise that chest up as I use my exhalation to sink down further. Very good. Really, really a great stretch for those of you who are sitting. It really helps open up. One last breath as I exhale, and then I move to my vinyasa, tucking that back toes in, moving to my plank, knee down, exhaling, just dropping down, inhaling, come up, and exhaling into my Parvatasana. Superb. I'm going to add that third asana here. Huh? You're doing very well. Taking that right knee up. Open that hip up. Exhale into your right low lunge. Right foot forward. Take your time. Come here. Inhale and stop. So as I keep adding the asana, we stop holding the asanas in between. We hold the last asana that I've added. So really exhale here. First you come into your low lunge. And I want you to press into the left palm and the right hand on the right waist and open up. Yeah. If you're good here, or if you're someone who wants to work on strengthening rather than opening the hip, you can also tuck the back leg and open up and then look towards your right side. Now choose that variation. See what works for you. Knee down or knee up. I'm going to be with my knee up today as I have my hand on my right waist, and I just work on twisting, feeling it in the outer right thigh and the hips as well. If you're really into fitness or you already have that strength, go ahead and take that right hand all the way up. Holding it there for one last breath. You're doing great. If you're shivering, you're exactly where you're meant to be. 2 and 1. Sinking down. Let's go through that vinyasa. I'm going to take option 2. Knee down. Exhaling, hovering my chest. Inhale and up to my bhujangasana. Exhale and up to Parvatasana. Oh, taking that left knee all the way up as I open the hip for once. And then I swing that leg forward and I move to my low lunge. Really adjust yourself here. See where you're feeling it. And press that right palm into the mat and open up. If you're really liking it here, then stay here. If you want to take it up a notch or just take it into a strengthening practice, you can roll your toes in and lift the knee up. I'm liking it here for now. I'm not going to take my hand up, but if you like, you can take your hand up and breathe into the asana. If you're somewhere here where the knee is not bending, with each exhalation, trying to really sink that hip down. So what would happen, you feel it on the quadriceps and your hamstrings. So you're going to feel it here in the quadriceps and in the left hamstrings here. Open. One last breath. And release into my vinyasa. So plank, option 2 for me as I exhale and hover. Inhaling bhujangasana. Exhale into my Parvatasana and would you kill me if I add one more asana here? I have one last asana planned for you. You're doing really great. Your right knee up as you inhale. Let's add it to that sequence. Exhale and your Anjaneya asana or your low lunge. Holding it here for a second. Breathe in. Tucking your toes in if you'd like, or if not, stay there and open towards the right as I twist. One breath here. Coming back to my Anjaneya asana to add on to a half split. So I want you to walk your hands back. If you're rounding the spine, come to your fingertips, keep the knee bent. There is no necessity, I'm not going to give you any award if your knee is straight. That's not my aim. I want you to feel that stretch on the back of the thigh. So really push your hip back and stay there. I'm not doing this. I'm not sitting back. I'm having my hips over my knees. So that's when I feel that stretch behind. This again really helps open up my lower back. And I don't want you rounding. So bending that knee and really opening that chest up would help. Breathe in and out. Using that technique of belly breathing into that last exhalation to really push yourself. Exhale into the posture. And release and come back. Awesome. Moving through the vinyasa, both the palms down, your plank, knee down, option 2 for me as I hover my chest. Inhale and come up. Exhaling back up to Parvatasana. Moving through the left side. Knee up as I take and I open the hips out. Inhaling into my Anjaneya asana as I drop the knee down, really sinking in. Take one breath here. And as I exhale, my right palm down, my left hand on my waist and open up. Now if you want to tuck those toes in, do that and open up. But feel free to stay where your body really likes. Making sure again your knee is not crossing the ankle. You can also take your left foot slightly outside, trying to open up and align your body and listen to your body. Opening that chest up and release. Now bring that foot in if you have taken it out and really move through the half split posture. Taking your foot off as you flex it. Don't focus on your hands down. If you're rounding the spine or if this is too much, keep yourself on your fingertips. Bending the knees completely okay, especially if you're new to this practice. Inhale, take the chest up. Exhale, try to really place your abdomen on your thigh. Don't try to get your head to your knee. Get your abdomen towards your thigh. That will really elongate the spine and give you that stretch. Flexing the toes towards me. I'm not only feeling it in my hamstring but also my calf muscles here. One last breath as I exhale, sinking in and coming back through that one last vinyasa, I promise. Moving back, plank, option 2, hover. You can go with option 1 or 3, inhale and come up. Exhaling back to Parvatasana. Whew. That would be enough in a few minutes, no? Keep your knees apart. Allow your hips to relax and really sink into your child's pose as you drop your forehead on the mat. You never really know what you can do with 15 minutes. There's a lot that you can do. And I hope this made you feel really better, really free and loose, and also build some heat up, because I generally don't sweat a lot, but this practice I really broke a sweat. Inhale and come back up. I have one last asana. So it's not the asana, we're not going to do it in a power yoga sequence, but this one really helps for further practices when we open the hips up. Some of you might have practiced it. It's called the frog pose. But for those of you who haven't, no problem. I'm going to explain. So keep your knees apart as much as you can. Bring your palms forward under the shoulder and really open the legs out as much as you, in line with your knee. So I don't want it further out or inside, your knee and your ankle in one straight line. If you're feeling it too much on the knees, which means you can open up one more step there. Now where your hands are placed, I want you to then drop your elbows down. This already might feel like a challenge, which is okay. But trust me, once you move through this, your hips are going to feel relaxed and really opened out. Now from here, we're going to take an inhalation, go forward, exhalation and back. Take 1 second to make sure your toes are flexed. Flexed means they come outside and the heels are pushed. So toes are pointing inside and heels are pushed outside, and you're really trying to push the hips back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. 2 more times, inhale and exhale. Very good. One last time, inhale and exhale. I want you to hold it here. Some of you who would really like to clasp your hands, do that and go further into the practice. As you exhale, really sinking that hip down, opening the flexors. Keep that breath going. You can also exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Do not leave that practice. Hold the posture for 1 more breath. Last exhalation here. Hold it there. Deepen it if you can. And slowly come back up. Place 1 palm at a time. Coming back up. We just do a counter posture to really help you. This is called your Gaumukhasana, the cow face. But we're going to do that sleeping. So lying down on your mat in any side that you like. Bring your knees close to you and take one knee over the other. So the cow faced, but as you sleep. So some of you, if the hips are already tight, you won't be able to reach your leg, which is okay. Just keep one knee on top of each other like you're sitting cross-legged and just pull it towards you for now. For those of you who are able to reach the ankle, reach out to the ankle and really pull them apart. So when you're pulling them apart, your hips will tend to come up, trying to draw the lower back into the mat and then draw the feet apart. Awesome. I know this feels great, right? Release. On the other side, I want you to hold, either just hold the knee and draw them towards the chest. If you feel like you're here and you can hold the ankle, do that as you draw the feet apart and towards you. Release and come to your Pavanamuktasana. Exhaling as you draw the knees in and your head towards the knee. Release and down. We do that 2 more times. Inhale here. Exhaling, get your forehead towards the knee. Exhaling down. Now, if you have neck pain or you're really struggling with getting the head up, no problem. You can just stay here and rock side to side, or just be here if you like. That's okay. But if you really want to get your head up for one last time, do that. And relax. You can go ahead and stretch out as you like. I'm just going to guide you through a short Shavasana here. You can release your feet, your hands apart, your feet apart. Oops, sorry. Make sure you're not kicking anything next to you. So really adjust yourself. I snailed my way through into my Shavasana. But once you're in your Shavasana, you really kind of have to relax. Allow yourself to just be for a few minutes on your mat, right? How long do we actually just allow ourselves to be? Allowing our thoughts to just flow. So really letting or trusting this practice for the next few minutes, giving yourself this time to just be, permission to just relax. With that, your feet apart, falling towards either side, sinking your legs, allowing them to release the weight to the mat, your knees and your thighs, your hips, your abdomen and chest, your arms and shoulders are sinking in towards the mat. Your head and your forehead and all your facial muscles feel relaxed. Allowing your fingertips to actually curl naturally. And just allowing yourself to be here for a few minutes in complete silence. There might be many thoughts that come and go. Imagine this process as, taking out trash from your trash can. It's just, you're not judging what's there. You're just allowing it to come and allowing it to go. So that after this practice, you start off with a fresh mind. So without any judgment, just staying here for 1 or 2 minutes until I guide you out of the Shavasana. Just be. Hope you're still here. If you are, then slowly bring your attention back towards your body. I know you like a longer Shavasana. We can probably have a whole other sequence for that where it's only a guided Shavasana. But for today, bring your attention back to your body and start to move your toes gently. Moving your fingertips as you bring your feet together. Interlacing your hands, you can take it above the head and really stretch out. Pointing your toes and stretching your hands out. And relax. Bending both the knees. You can turn towards either side, making a pillow of your arm.
Placing the other palm down, keeping your eyes closed, and sit up on your mat. Bringing your palms together in an Anjali Mudra or Namaskara Mudra. As you bow your head down, I want you to think of a person you are truly grateful for. Imagine this person right in front of you and thank them for everything they have done or blessed you with. This could be someone you truly loved, or an acquaintance, or maybe even an enemy, but they have come in your life to teach you something. Express your gratitude towards them. Thank them with all your heart. And with that, slowly start to rub your palms as you generate that good heat energy. Once you feel that heat energy cupping your palms, place them on your eyes, your face, your chest, and your entire body. Looking at your palms, you can slowly blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice. I really enjoyed the entire session and I hope you did too. I will see you in session 3. Until then, I hope you move with love.